Hey, g'day. There's me. No RNZAF, no RNZN, just me today. So I apologise for that. But life gets in the way of these things sometimes. So there you go. You have to put up with me as briefly as possible for today. So hopefully you've recovered from yesterday, a warm day in the south. I don't know what it was like up in the north. Bit of rain perhaps. Waitangi Day, pretty significant for the country. And I hope maybe took some time out to just wonder where we are as a nation and how our service has contributed to the shape of the nation as it stands today. But there you go. That's the politics over and done. Let's get into the other stuff. So I think last week I mentioned that there are going to be some meetings at the Wigram Hub with the case managers from Veterans Affairs. So there is now a list of dates out, and there is also a booking system, because there's only so many hours that they're available at the Wigram Hub, and I think the appointments are half hourly, so on the hour and on the half past. 14th of February and the 27th of March dates are already booked out, so it's becoming a bit of a hot potato in a way. Good that people are putting their hand up to say they need to have a chat with their case manager, and hats off to both Ross Milne and Tom Turnbull and Veterans Affairs for organising access to your case managers. So we will, I think the dates have been published by Pat Duggan on our page, but if not, we'll put them up there, and you can record them and get your name registered for the ones in May, June, July, September, October, and November. If you need to have a chat to someone about it, contact either Ross Milne or Tom Turnbull or Pat Duggan out at, he thinks it's the heartland of the country, but I'd hate to disabuse him. Anyway, there you go. So that's the Wigram Hub dates, and of course the normal coffee mornings at the end of the month, the last Friday at the month, will still continue as a place to gather and meet with others. And there will be people there who are available to be approached about issues around support, if it's through the RSA or if it's related to Veterans Affairs and you need some assistance. Just make yourself known. Someone will point you in the right direction. I'm sure Joe Cox will have it all under control. So there you go. That's that part. Tomorrow, the executive committee will have collated their thoughts about the constitution for the SEAVA RSA, and it's particularly the objects. So we've got to finalise those, get them all together, and make them look like they actually work and will function within the body of the RSA Constitution. So that's coming up. Also on the desk of the executive at the moment is the fact that we have sought insurance for those who are on the executive committee, because under the new constitution, the whole executive is now liable for the decisions that are made. Once upon a time, it was just the president and the secretary and the treasurer, and that was it, and everyone else got off scot-free. Now, under the legislation, everybody has some liability. So we need to protect our executive committee members, and that's it's a bit of an expense, anywhere between 12 and 1,500 grand a year, but it will help us maintain a bit of professionalism in what we're doing. And part of that relates to the management of events organised under the SEAVA banner. So if you are thinking of having a get-together and saying it's a SEAVA event, the moment you include that name, Southeast Asian Veterans Association, then you're including the executive committee into the liability chain. So you'd need to make contact with the executives, send us an email, tell us what you're doing, what the health and safety is, and then we can put a stamp of approval on it, or just make some suggestions as to what may be needed to be changed. So there you go. Those just a few little things off the desk this morning, and we'll get into the last posts. And we have a couple from the Navy, a few from us, and a few from the Air Force. So the first one is Lieutenant Noel George Carter, RNZN, ex-warrant officer, yeoman of signals, across the bar at 4:30 p.m. on the 5th of February. He joined the RNZN in 1960 as a seaman boy, served in the Tamaki, Philomel, Rotoiti, Royalist, Wakefield, Otago, Hickleton, Blackpool, Taranaki, Waikato, Tasman, and the Naval Training Group. He was commissioned in 1985 and promoted to lieutenant upon completing his training. Details of his funeral will be passed on when known, and if you're an RNZ or former RNZN man, have a look on some of those pages, it'll be up there. Second one is TUT, T-U-T-T, Charles John Charlie, aka Puff, Royal New Zealand Navy, Tango 23063, CPOMM. Across the bar, 3rd of February 2024, after a short battle with illness, aged 75. Service for Charlie will be held at Romilly, 31 Ocean View Road, Northcote, on Friday, 9th of February at 10:30 a.m. From the Army, 582862, JG Jonathan Bliss, RNZIR, passed away on the 31st of January 2024, age 79. Jonathan served in Victor 5 Mortar Section, attached to 2 RA from May 70 to May 71. And the second one I have, not a great amount of detail, Lieutenant Colonel retired, Honorary Colonel in Couture ED, Efficiency Decoration, so former reservist territorial, and RNZIR Malay veteran. From the RNZAF, Squadron Leader retired, Ian Grant Brosh, Colonel Von Beer, perhaps that was how he was known, Kilo 80647, pilot RNZAF from the 9th of January 62 until the 21st of June 68, and the 25th of July 69 to the 3rd of June 1985, and 30th of April 1990 to October 2011. Passed away on the 2nd of February in Auckland. Squadron Leader retired, Lewis James Lou Day, DFC, MNZMM, MNZM, MID, NZ 4212704, pilot, RNZAF, 24th of October 1942 to the 3rd of May 1946, and the RAF, and his number there was 59708, 25th of October 47 to 31st of January 1962, and he served in World War II, Korea, and Malaya. Passed away on the 1st of February, aged 100 years. That's a pretty good innings and a pretty good record of service. Brian Blackwell, Charlie 73671, served approximately 1952, passed away on the 30th of January in Paraparaumu after a short illness in his 100th year. Obviously, serving in the RNZAF is good for your longevity. His funeral will be at the Wellington Cathedral of St. Paul tomorrow, the 8th of February at 1 p.m, followed by a private cremation. Flight Sergeant retired Gene Kilburn, Lima 79498, EFIT, RNZAF, 2 July 58 to 8 December 78, and 41 Squadron, 1 December 73 to 25 September 76. Was in the 1975 Saigon detachment in Vietnam. 1st of June 41 to the 30th of January 24, passed away suddenly on the 30th of January. The funeral service will be held at the LDS Stake Centre Chapel, 487 Te Huka Karamea Road, Templeview, Hamilton, on the 10th of February at 10 a.m. Sergeant retired Alan Torrell Freeman, NZ 415969, medical orderly, RNZAF, 13th of December 41 until 45, in the New Zealand and in the Pacific. Passed away at the Charles Fleming Retirement Village in Waikanae on the 1st of February 24, aged 100 years. That's 3. Man, I should have joined the RNZAF. LAC retired Peter F. Gitz, Hotel 76712, EFIT, RNZAF, January 59 until February 67, member of the 1959-13 BES. Passed away on the 30th of January, aged 82. That's it for today. So to those families who have lost loved ones, we are here to help, and so is the RSA. So if you need some assistance, call out and we can see what can be done to help you. To those who had served, we thank you for your service. So now the ode. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them. So there you go, team. Short and sweet for today. Hopefully next week there'll be another face apart from my ugly mug on the screen. And we'll have a bit more information for you. So take care wherever you are. Look after yourself, look after your friends. Don't forget, pick up the phone, give them a yell, invite them for a coffee if you're in Canterbury. We would love to see you regardless of your service at the RNZAF Museum in Wigram, the last Friday of every month. I think this month, it's the 23rd. Yep, so there you go. That's it from us. And remember, of course, the Vans clinics taking place again at the same place at the RNZAF Museum, 14th of February and 27th of March, already booked out. But that doesn't stop you from turning up and having a coffee with your mates while they go and have a chat to Veterans Affairs. Who knows what information you might pick up. So it's goodbye from me. Have a great week. We'll catch you next week. Cheers and look after yourselves.